Shalom to the elect of Israel, to the whole flock of Israel, you Hebrew Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians. Got to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. The Most High, the Heavenly Father. His Hebrew name is Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not Jehovah, not God, not Elohim, not Most High, not Lord, not Yah, not Jah, not Ahaya, not Allah, not Abba, not Yahuwah, not Hashem, not Yahweh, Haveh, Vaveh. It's Yahweh. And his only begotten son name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shah. Not Yahshua, not Yeshua, not Jesus Christos, not Jesus Christ, not Serapis Christos, not Yeshaya, not Yehoshua, not Yahusha, not Jesus Christos, not Yeshua. It's Yahweh Shah. So got to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rikah Qurash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishop, and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well, who are the apostles and elders of all of Israel, whether accepted or not. And a sincere salutation to all the occupants, believing this truth and pushing this truth throughout the four winds of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the whole elect. Shalom to the Akwath who are listening learning, if you sisters who are listening learning. And myself from Jim Master Leonard, Count Prophet Doom, coming into my lesson of true facts, faith, and edification of the daily edification, Lord wouldn't be edified. Just a quick spiritual rant. As I tried the lesson, becoming a tributary in somebody else's kingdom is not salvation. And just my 2 senses, laying back in the lesson that Elder Zakba did on this guy Zabak. And these guys, Genesis, which it doesn't matter, it's not important, but I just want to make some points. Listening to Elder Zakba lesson, he was going to Isaiah 60 about how it explains that the nations that don't want to serve us in the kingdom, they gonna perish. That ain't salvation, man. That ain't even being comfortable. And even though once the Edomites is done away with, after those 1,000 years of the kingdom being rebuilt and the nation serving out slavery, the other nations get to go back into their land. And it tell you that in Daniel 7, it said the rest of the beasts which had their dominion taken away, their lives shall be prolonged. These other nations get to go back into their into their lands after the 1,000 years of that slavery, the hardcore slavery, rebuilding the kingdom, and Yahweh Shah setting everything in order. They still gonna be tributaries, man. When you go in Lamentations 1, I'm just meditating on everybody, and like the apostles. Apostle Ha had me cracking up, man. But listen to the apostles, Apostle Ha and Apostle Bar lesson, and our elder Manat Zakbar's lesson. Hey, they's gonna be tributaries, man. They get to go back into their land, but they're gonna be tributaries forever. We became tributaries to these nations. Lamentations 1 and 1 tell you that Jerusalem, which is so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, and Haitians, no matter where they scattered at, living at, they are Jerusalem. It tell you that in the book of Maccabees. And it tell you that in Isaiah 32, is one in Jeremiah, that tell you that Israel, Judah and Israel is Jerusalem, the people. The people is Jerusalem. We became tributary to all these nations, man. And there ain't no nice way to be a tributary, man. You got a rule over you. It's gonna be a nice way. Hey, I was thinking about, we had read it last Saturday at camp. Yahweh Shah said in Revelations 2, verse 26 and 27, as it reads, ye that overcome, the Lord said, will he make to rule over the nations with a rod of iron. The next verse say, as a vessel, as vessels As a potter shall they be broken into pieces. How is that a nice way? How is that being nice to heathens, man? If they gonna get broken to pieces like a vessel, man, with a rod of iron, how the hell is that nice, man? How is that comfortable? How do you comfort somebody when you read the scripture and say, if they don't serve you, they're gonna perish? Perish mean they're gonna die. That's Isaiah 60. They're gonna die. That's what perish mean. That ain't salvation. That's not salvation if you still get old and die. They gonna live. They gonna live, eat real food. They gonna breathe clean air, but they still gonna get old and die. That ain't salvation, man. As salvation is being saved from danger. That's what salvation is. They're gonna live, get old, enjoy their kids, breathe air, eat real food, live our good lives. They ain't gonna be ruled over with like it's saying what these devils did. When you read the law in Leviticus about not ruling over your brother with rigor. Listen, they gonna get old and die, man. That ain't salvation. These heathen nations gonna live regular lives in the kingdom. Regular lives, and they gonna get old and die. We ain't gonna never get old and die. The Lord finna give the Israelites, the men and women, angelic bodies, man. They ain't gonna never get old and die. That ain't the damn same, man. Getting old and dying is not living forever, man. That ain't no salvation. They gonna live some decent lives. They daughters, brother want concubines. Our wives gonna have servants, man. That ain't no damn salvation. Working for somebody else ain't salvation, man. Whether they eating clean, good food or not. That ain't no damn salvation, man. Yahweh shall say in Revelations 2 that we're gonna be able to beat these nations over the head with a rod of iron, man. That ain't no damn, that ain't being comfort. That ain't comfort, man. That ain't comfort. They ass gonna be safe from the Edomites. So it is comfort. Being the Edomites are gonna be around no more to do the nasty shit that they do. A salvation is not you getting old and dying, man. You gotta get up and you gotta be, hey, you gotta be to my plantation on time. That ain't salvation, man. You people, hey, Jake is crazy, man. Anyway, I was just thinking about that, man. Getting beat over the head with a rod of iron, that ain't salvation. Working for 1,000 years, hardcore slavery, and then after that, you still gonna be tributaries. As I tell you in Isaiah 60, the Lord said, we shall receive the forces of the Gentiles. And when you go to the different translations on that verse, the forces of the Gentiles, it said the wealth of the nations, man. Hey, Israel, right? The 12 tribes of Israel ain't gonna, and we ain't got to get nobody nothing. They ask us, and nobody gets nothing, man. But everybody get to bring everything to us, man. Whether it's gonna be, because they're gonna be priests. So however the Lord have it set up, whether it be a tenth or everything they got, right? They the first increase, like what Abraham did to Melchizedek. I would imagine that's what the heathen nation is gonna do to us, man. Bringing us the best of everything they got. The first part, the first of what they have. Because they're going to be able to get to live good, have their crops, whatever they got. They just got to give a portion of it to Israel. Continuously. That's what tributary is, man. How the fuck is that? You got to give a portion of everything you got every time. Whether it's, hey, like brothers, like we got camp funds, right? Brothers, every time brother get paid, whether 2 weeks every week. If a brother take whatever your check is, your check $1,500, then you put $150 in camp funds. Your check $900, you put $90 in camp funds. Your check $500, you put $50 in camp funds. Picture that happening every goddamn week. How the Lord gonna have it set up for the heathens? They got to get tributary to Israel. That ain't no fucking comfort, man. They gonna live good. They gonna be decent. But you got to give somebody some of your shit, man. The same way every time we get paid, taxes taking out your shit. Is that comfort to any fucking body? When we already fucking struggling as it is, and we got to get this devil taking his shit off the top, that's what we gonna do. The Lord, hey, the Lord is coming off the top, man. But they gonna live peaceable. But that still ain't no motherfucking, that still ain't you having salvation, because your ass still got to get old and die. You gonna have the stories, just like it was an Arab one time came to camp in Elam, and they both told us how they fathers told them that Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, and Asians are the Hebrew Israelites. They got stories. They're gonna be able to tell their kids the stories in the kingdom, and they're gonna be able to pass the stories down to their sons, but they still gonna get old and die. The father's gonna still get old and die. The son gonna have to grow up with them stories and tell his. It's gonna be beautiful because, hey, and this is what Esau trying to do. This nigga is trying to wipe out the Israelites, right? So we can't come back every third and fourth generation through reincarnation. This is what they're trying to do. Guess what? In the kingdom of heaven, we ain't gonna have to be reborn. We ain't gonna have to be reborn every third and fourth generation. Cause we ain't gonna know. Hey, once we repopulate, hey, they ain't gonna die. Ain't no more dying for us, man. But the heathens still gonna get old. They gonna have to repopulate and keep coming back every third and fourth generation. That ain't fucking salvation. You gotta get old and die. And I'm just spiritual ranting, man. I'm just thinking about the Lord say we gonna beat these heathens over the head if they ain't right. Elder not I was going into that Zechariah 14. Hey, you ain't gonna get no rain. You wanna come and serve Yahweh? Bahashim Yahweh Shai, you ain't, hey, you got masters. It tell you in Obadiah 1, it says saviors with an S shall come up on Mount Zion under Yahweh Shai. That's the Isaiah 32:1. A king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment, man. Ain't no salvation if you a tributary to somebody. And that's constantly. Ain't just no one time. They're gonna have to give up. They're gonna, hey, they said they're gonna the forces of the Gentiles, man. How the hell it's gonna be it's gonna be comfort. We understand it's gonna be real life. You're gonna be able to get old, you ain't gonna be ruled over with no wicked ass shit like the so-called white man doing. But they still get old and die, man. They still got to get old and die. They still gonna be tributaries. We don't got to give shit to nobody. Ever, never again. Deuteronomy 15:6. The Lord say, we shall lend and they shall not lend to us, man. That ain't the same. And we want our shit on time, every time. We're gonna beat your ass over the head. That ain't salvation, man. Getting beat over the head with a rod of iron is not salvation. We all know this. And it's like over and over and over and over. It's the same, but it's cool. As Apostle Bar, repetition is the father of skill. And what are we doing? Judges 5:11. We are rehearsing the rights acts of the Lord. And brother do different lessons. I know I do. And bring out the same precepts. It could be different articles, the same damn precepts. Because prophecy is hidden back to back like that. Hey, they got to bring tributaries to the kingdom, man. Isaiah 60 and Isaiah 61, man. You being a tributary is not salvation, man. Hey, like Elder Not the Zakba said, man, we ain't being nice. Fuck all that, man. This is the Lord, man. The Lord ain't coming back with no goddamn, with no roses and hearts and candy and we just finished. No, man. They say every eye when they see the Lord, they gonna mourn for the Lord, man. In Revelation 1:7. The Lord ain't coming back playing games, man. And in the kingdom, it's gonna be serious. Ain't no, your ass ain't finna be, hey, you got to pay up. That ain't the point I just want to make. Salvation ain't being a tributary, man. You got to give it. You got to give. Hey, we get the first, Lord willing. Hey, the Lord Abraham gave Melchizedek. Hey, is that what the Lord gonna have the nations doing too? Israelites, we'll find out. But your ass is tributaries, man. Ain't no fucking salvation when your ass got to come off that money, man. You got to come off the best. Hey, you got daughters, no blemishes. You got sons, hey, no blemishes. Hey, they gonna be decked out, but they gotta work. That ain't salvation, man. When you gotta work, we ain't gotta do shit in the kingdom, man. Lord willing, we make it. Well, the Israel gonna make it regardless. Ain't no Lord willing. Hey, when we get to the other side, we don't gotta do shit. We finna have serving just like fucking. Hey, I mean, every time Coming to America come on, watching on Pluto, every time I watch the shit, and I'm tired of seeing it. But every time it come on, I still fucking watch it. Cause growing up, watching that fucking movie, not understanding, that's fucking us, man. That's us. We don't gotta do shit, man. If you gotta work in another man's kingdom, that ain't fucking salvation, man. I don't give a damn how big your house is. I don't give a damn how good you living, cause they gonna live good. They gonna go back to their lands. Hey, your crops. Hey, whatever you got to bring that shit to Jerusalem, man. If it's every week, and Lord willing, the Lord got to set up, goddamn it, every week. But we know harvest time, you know, harvest crops. We know how it go through March, from March to September. Hey, however the Lord gonna have it set up, that ain't salvation coming off them goods, man. Coming off a good portion of your goods. And you got to bring it to Jerusalem. And you got to travel from far. Hey, the heathens they ain't finna be flying no fucking chariots, man. They ain't coming in no chariots. So if you got all these native scriptures say they're gonna have to come and serve, worship the Lord, man. If not, they don't get no fucking rain. You think they walk to Jerusalem gonna be right down the street? Hell no. And they ain't coming on no motherfucking chariots. That's the glory of the Lord. That's for Israel, man. That's the glory of the Lord, man. They ass gonna have just like goddamn it, horses and buggies, goddamn horses and chariots. They gonna have the real Pharaoh chariots. When you watch the movies like Gladiators and shit, those chariots, the movie Troy, all that shit. They gotta get horses and buggies, man. They ain't finna be flying in the air. That ain't fucking salvation. That's the glory for Yahweh Bashimah. That's the glory of Yahweh Bashimah to the Israelites, man. That bit was definitely fall. Anyway, I'm finna end it anyway. That's the spirit. I gotta get me another damn stand. The suction cup on that got weak. Anyway, man, Lord was edifying. You gotta give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rikah Qudash. Double honors. As a matter of fact, double honor to the apostles, elder bishop, and elders of great millstone who rule well, who teach well. While the apostles and elders of all of Israel already accepted or not. In a sense of salutation to all the Arkin believing this truth and pushing this truth with the four winds of the earth, the entire world shedding light to the hopeful elect. Shalom to the outworth who will listen learning. You feel sister listening. Hey, Lord willing, it was a good Friday for me. So I'm finna go camp. Lord willing, I'm finna go camp. I'm finna go drop this word on these downtown devils. Lord willing. But I want to read this. In Lamentations 1:1 it reads, how doeth the city sit solitary that was full of people? How is she become as a widow? And you can read this in what's that, 2 Ezra 2:2. She that was great among the nations and princess among the provinces, how is she become tributary? Man, we was tributary to every nation, man. Oh, man, as a matter of fact, the Spirit just told me to get this. Let's get 1 Maccabees 2:10 it reads. There's another one. I forget where it said. I gotta find it. 1 Maccabees 2:10. What nation have not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Huh? All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman, of a free woman, 1 Maccabees 2:11, of a free woman, she has become a bond slave. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty, 2:1, and our glory is have profaned it. What you niggas talking about, man? Anyway, becoming a tributary in another man's kingdom, in someone else's domicile, that's not salvation. Until next time, I say shalom. Wa Lord willing, I'm going to camp later on. Lord willing, shalom.